The Land Harbor Board Meeting, where democracy goes to die.
Hi, this is your recap of the August 15th, 2025 board meeting. It opened with all the pomp and circumstance of a coronation, minus the crown jewels, but with plenty of self-congratulation. After introductions, where even a forgotten board member was treated like a misplaced sock, the directors wasted no time amending the agenda. Naturally, these changes were voted on unanimously, because nothing screams transparent governance, like approving decisions before anyone has a clue what's happening. The approval of the minutes turned into a full-scale editing session rivaling a bad high school group project. Board members deliberated diligently over commas, sentence fragments, and whether Michael Hobbs deserves top billing over the word committee. Spoiler, Michael won.
Homeowner input. One at a time, please, and make it quick.
Property owners were finally granted their sacred 3 minutes at the microphone, which felt less like democracy and more like an audience with the king. One resident praised the board for their 100% unity because nothing says accountability like groupthink. When the subject of legal fees came up, the treasurer assured everyone there's definitely no litigation. Just tens of thousands of dollars to lawyers, because apparently fees don't count as litigation if you rename them creatively, just as assessments are magically transformed by calling them fees.
The Treasurer's Report, a marathon of fanciful numbers in PowerPoint form.
The financial report was less an explanation and more filibuster. Residents were reminded that they do get access to the P&L every month online. Of course, buried deep behind a login and a menu system that would confuse someone with a PhD in data retrieval. The board congratulated itself for being more comprehensive than ever, which is always reassuring right before they announce they've blown past budget. Thanks to last year's Storm Helene and the hotly debated $870,000 golf course irrigation system that many owners vehemently opposed. But don't worry, the board sees it as glass half full, mainly because the other half is already spent.
Meanwhile, in bear news,
residents also learned that bears are breaking into houses and swiping at people's faces, but the subject abruptly shifted to a reminder to not put out leaves during Clean Sweep Week. Priorities.
Executive session, the cone of silence.
The board ducked into a lengthy executive session with their lawyer. Translation: the real meeting happened behind closed doors. Upon return, they triumphantly announced they had approved the minutes of their last meeting's Kabuki Theater. Applause all around.
Big decisions, trucks, and more trucks.
The highlight of the day was the urgent debate over an on-life support 2003 dump truck. After much hand-wringing and speculation about whether a rust bucket qualifies as emergency, the board nobly approved spending up to $85,000 for a shiny new secondhand toy. Because if there's one thing residents can always count on, it's that the board will find the money when they really want something, and when you need something, there's not enough left to pay for it.
Closing act, the board elects itself again.
In true Land Harbor fashion, the meeting ended with the scheduling of their next internal reshuffling of officers. No, property owners don't get a say in who handles their money as the treasurer. Why would they? The board knows best.
Just ask them.
After all, they've been unanimous this whole time.
Albeit for appearance's sake, they coerce by a threat of punishment. So, their decisions seem unassailable.
Acting!
In summary, the Land Harbor Board of Directors meeting was a masterclass in how to give property owners the illusion of participation while keeping all real decisions tucked safely in the hands and behind the doors of a secretive and self-congratulating board.